At the time I took that picture at the squat rack starting at ground zero, I was tired of talking about a comeback. I was tired of feeling sorry for myself, and at this point I decided to dig deep and find myself again. I shut off my world to social media because I needed to keep this shit true to myself, not doing it for artificial outside pressures. This was the perspective that created my initial love for weightlifting, bodybuilding, and motivating others in the world of fitness since 2006. I started lifting just the bar in January, followed by 25s on each side the following week. I was relearning the motions and leaving my ego at the door, but I had a game plan and committed myself to being fucking relentless. 3 months of unseen hard work went by before I started filming the footage that follows.
Yo, it seems like yesterday, mama said she bringing you home. Now in the present day, it's crazy just to witness your growth. But bro, I gotta put you on, cause see this world is so cold. Not only vicious, but malicious, it'll swallow you whole. Speaking to you,
I was in a dark place. I didn't know how to get out. Just playing, guys. I'm not gonna hit you with that cringy shit. Yucky Lovato, aka Chris Lovato, checking in after almost a year and a half of not posting a video. Now I'm gonna give you an update in a second, guys, but I want to start this video off by reading a few comments from the last video I posted. Where's the videos at, bro? What happened to the uploads, man? Dude, you're soft as fuck. Dude, did you die? What the hell happened to Lovato? Dude, you're a douchebag. RIP to this channel. RIP Yucky Lovato. Kind of funny, guys. I want to say two main things to the people who have always been out to get me, which is a small percentage of people, but take this in mind, alright? One, I never owed you anything to begin with. No one does. You don't have to post YouTube videos if you don't want to, period. And it's funny, it's kind of hypocritical because the people who are saying this don't post videos themselves, right? And two, feel free to click that unsubscribe button if you don't like me for some reason. I would actually prefer it. Now, I don't have any more time to waste on those people, so let me shift gears to the 99.9% of you guys who have always been ride or die with me, who have always supported me and been awesome since day one, since the OG days. This is an update for you guys, so let's get into it. So last year, guys, 2016, was a full year of me developing my one-on-one online personal training business, and that's exactly what I did. I was going to the gym, but I was just going through the motions with no plan for progression or anything like that. My body composition was not really doing good, my strength was not really doing good, and to be honest, I wasn't even really motivated with the weights. But that changed at the beginning of 2017. I said, you know what? Do you want to keep going through the motions, Chris? Do you want to just keep being bored at the gym and not challenging yourself and not, going back to your roots and really pushing the boundaries? Or do you want to figure something out that's going to work? It's time to grind, motherfucker. That's what I told myself. I said, dude, it's time to lead by example, go back to my roots. And I just kind of remembered that, I had that euphoria when I would really push those boundaries. And I'm so glad I did it because now, looking back on this year, I feel so fired up about what I've accomplished. So I said, look, let me break this down. I'm trying to be strong again, or decently strong. I'm trying to challenge myself, push myself back into that realm of really pushing the boundaries. But at the same time, I don't want to just be some strong, out of breath person who just maxes out and shit. So I said, how can I achieve this? I said, okay, first things first, I'm gonna have to incorporate compounds as my main movements. And that's why you're seeing this right now, my squats and my deadlifts. The reason why you're not seeing bench press is because I've still not been able to bench press, and that's for over a year now. And that's because of pre-existing shoulder injuries, but we'll get more into that later in the video. So I was like, Chris, hey yo, what do you think about what rep range you should be in, bro, in order to achieve strength, but at the same time, not just be maxing out and run out of breath for every little thing you do. It needs to be a balance of strength and endurance. What do you think? I don't know, man, maybe like 10 reps or something. What you think? I don't know, man, 10 reps is a little too much. That's a little more endurance based. Your strength might suffer for a long time if you're not digging into those lower reps. Man, I don't know, man. What about like 6 reps or something? I don't know, Chris. 6 reps? That's a little bit too low. That's more on the strength side. Your heart's going to be pumping on regular everyday tasks if you don't do more reps than that. Alright, man, let's just settle for 8 reps. Alright, cool. And that's how I settled on sets of 8, guys. Linear progression on sets of 8. So what I told myself, I said, okay, every week I'm going to do an upper and lower session, meaning 4 sessions per week, upper, lower. What I did was 3 sets of 8 for every movement. 3 sets of 8 at the same weight. So if I was doing, for example, what you're seeing here, 315 on squats, that was 3 sets of 8, 315, and then I would do deadlifts right after. Deadlifts would always come after squats. And then here I'm doing, I believe, what is that, 385 for sets of 8. So every single workout you're seeing here was 3 sets of 8, and I was milking that linear progression. So I wasn't digging into sets of 6, I wasn't digging into sets of 10, nothing. It was just all sets of 8. And it really helped me, the fact that people at my gym here stole all of the 2.5 pound weights. So the smallest weights we have is 5 pounds. And the fact that I did have that muscle memory and that strength that I had from the past coming back to me every week, I was able to increase 5 pounds on each side of the bar almost every single session. And I told myself, be relentless with it. Even if it seems like it's a lot of weight that you're adding each week, be relentless with it. And don't stop until you literally get stapled. So unless you physically cannot perform 8 reps, you're not fucking quitting. You're just gonna keep going. And if, let's say, 3 sets of 8 felt off, or it didn't feel 100% solid, then I would go in there and do the same weight the next session until it felt right, and then I would move up an extra 5 pounds on each side. And that's exactly what I did week by week by week by week by week. As you can see here, we are at the end of June, and I started at the end of January using just the bar. So I went from the bar to, what is this, 325 for sets of 8, and still moving. You know, every week I was adding weight, every week I was feeling better, I was feeling really good. I started to incorporate knee sleeves, which I never had done in the past, and those felt awesome. My belt was feeling more comfortable. And by the way, this is all high bar squats. In the meantime, guys, I was really focusing on, like I said, growing my personal training business from the year prior to this year. It just started taking off more and more and more, and this is CoachYuck.com. I felt really good because I was helping out so many clients of mine all around the world, and at the same time, I was practicing what I preach and really elevating myself to another level. I really was aiming to get myself back to where I was in 2013 as far as muscular development and strength and all that good stuff. So I was feeling really good here, feeling really on fire, no injuries, hips were feeling good, knees were feeling good, everything was feeling good. At the same time too, I guess I'll update you guys on this, I actually launched my own brand called Legacy Over Currency, LOC, and it's lockhype.com is the URL. You guys can find that link in the bio here, and there's a very specific cause behind the brand that I created, and if you guys want to read more about it, you can click that link and go to the About Us page on my website and you can see it. But primarily it's just a pretty fresh apparel line and headwear line, and it represents something pretty meaningful to me in this whole world of fuckery of social media, if you don't mind me using that French. But yeah, so as you can see here, guys, I really started getting relentless with my weight training. Like I said, I didn't film any of the upper body sessions, but I was doing those as well. And my body composition was going from shit to fit. And I think I've heard somebody else say that. Shout out Chris Jones, maybe. And by the way, we're so much older now, man. That YouTube beef is over. For the OGs who remember that stuff. So here I was starting to feel really good. This is what the end of July. Coming up on August, so this is just a couple months ago, guys. Really pushing it. It's funny, my 315 was feeling easier than 225. You know, that's how much I was getting my mojo back. And then 365 was starting to challenge me for sets of 8 as seen here, but really it wasn't that much harder than like 275 was a month or 2 ago prior to this. So that's kind of surprising because normally, you know, somebody who hasn't squatted 365 in the past, obviously they're not going to be able to do it this easy. But, you know, I was still stoked. Even though I've done something like this in the past, I was stoked to get back up there and have my squats still looking that smooth. I was really prioritizing them looking right and feeling right. Obviously facing away from the mirror, because I feel like your technique really irons itself out when you're not able to look at yourself in the mirror, because you focus on doing what feels right versus just doing what looks right. So as you can see here, this is my first set at 375 for 3 sets of 8. This really challenged me, and to be quite honest, I don't even think at the peak of my past that I've worked with this weight for sets of 8. And then right here, I was pulling, what is that, 455, 405 plus 40, sorry, 445 for sets of 8, for 3 sets of 8, and this is right after those squats on the left. So easily might be my strongest ever. My muscular development has reached, if not exceeded, what I've been at in the past, and my strength has reached, if not exceeded, what I've been at in the past. So let me cap it off with one last session, guys. Half naked, killing it on my squats and deadlifts. Overall, I'm happy my strength is back, but what I'm happiest about is being back in the freaking game and talking to you guys right now. I want to thank you guys if you're watching this video still, and thank you for always supporting me. You guys are the realest.
Yeah, I'm laid back with my niggas savage. Know a couple niggas who be quick to clapping on the coldest nights. I got a poltergeist that go my whole life. I hope you can manage. Creeping the whip with the meters and shit. Couple loose cannons who geeking this shit. Get your mama cut up with the key to the whip. If the coppers pull up, then I'm pleading the fifth. Don't fuck with the guard, it's that easy. Killing you off cause the fam need me. Been through the storm and this road is a profit. The profit is certain. I'm putting this work in, so watch where you step, cause my niggas be lurking. They running your pockets, they owning your persons. Niggas be thinking they say, coming up out of they face. Niggas mad cause I'm killing shit right now. On guard, pussy niggas need a high now. All the shit I write down got me on the flight now. Couple bad bitches who be begging for the pipe now. Never fell off, but I'm back with a vengeance. With only a sentence, the God is relentless. Y'all niggas be posted, I'm sticking and moving. I know I'm the shit, ain't scared to prove it. My niggas get hot, rolling through your city. All my niggas down the ride, and we rolling through your city. Homicide is on the side, you don't really want that action. Leave it on the need to know, you don't even know what happened. When my niggas getting high, rolling through your city. All my niggas down the ride, and we rolling through your city. Homicide is on the side, you don't really want that action. Leave it on the need to know, and you don't even know what happened.
Peace to the guys, peace to the earth. Never had a whip, no V to the church. Just a nice girl doing what it needs to the dirt. Say I'm there, ever saw 2 P's to the perp. That's high knowledge, I know the deal. And if I did it sober, then it's overkill. I'm in a pothole, I got a road to fill. I'm never picking cotton, over silk, no silver. Living in this propaganda, they will cock the hammer if you got your hands up. The truth is ugly and the prophet handsome. And they asked the prophet if he got the answer, but he never got this, he just brought the cancer. Me, I'm posted like a landmine, because that like to make a man see can often also make a man blind. Like the politicians that design anguish, but we keep it silent like some sign language. I be off the shits and I be off the cliff. My body holding on, but then my mind dangling. They gon' talk to the dress connect. I smoke blunts to the face and I wreck the set. Protect your neck, the green coming fresh to wreck. I'm just paying my dues when I debt collecting now.
My niggas getting hot, rolling through your city. All my niggas down the ride, and we rolling through your city. Homicide is on the side.